lot going on in our WDSU first warning weather, where it's a weather alert day tomorrow. This means after the morning show with meteorologist Damon Singleton, 4:30 to 7, every hour after that, we'll start updates throughout what could be set to come by the afternoon, evening, and nighttime hours. 40s right now. We're going to start off similar temperatures as we go to tomorrow morning, a few 50s. But you'd say, well, how are we going to bring in severe storms if we're this cold? Well, just wait. Strong southeast winds will kick in. It brings in the warmth and humidity, too. We're under a level 3 risk of storms being possibly severe, but there's also a risk of locally heavy rain and flooding, a level 3 out of 4 different categories. Listen, it's the flooding and the winds that are probably the most impacts to the most amount of people here. I know tornadoes really captures most of the attention, but a lot of heavy rain and again, strong winds. This is the big deal. Winds southeast 20 to 30, could be 25, 35. This means gale warnings, storm warnings on open water. If you're one of those that makes a living on the water, just be extremely careful. Maybe we're taking a couple of days off. This means flood advisories and a coastal flood warning for all that water being pushed on shore. So that covers kind of the marine part of the forecast, but let's focus on our forecast of tracking this system here. It's chilly right now, but quickly southeast winds in that warm sector will warm us up like that. It does give us an opportunity before the front's fully through, that cold front, to give us a risk of those storms being severe in just the right wind structures, unfortunately, to potentially spin some of those storms. We're already at 41 Bogalusa. You might dip to the upper 30s. But then that's the chilly start to the day. But here's the timing. Similar to what I just showed at the top of our news. This isn't a severe storm, nor is this. This could be an isolated shower or strong storm. But after 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., the first opportunity for strong severe storms in the rotating storms that poses the most significant tornado threat. Individual storms are more likely to spin and rotate and produce a stronger variety tornado. Up till 4:30, look at those storms riding through New Orleans, still going with one really hefty storm by 6:30 and then kind of a little break. But then the actual cold front is through towards midnight, early morning hours. That could have a second round of severe storms, but it's more likely you get strong wind gusts out of a line of storms. I mentioned it's a level 3 threat of strong and severe storms, levels 1, 2, and 3. It's called enhanced, but when we're in this part of that storm of the outlook area that extends back into Florida, that's kind of at the beginning of the storms. And there it is, the risk for possible tornadoes is the risk for strong tornadoes. EF2 or stronger. That means wind speeds 111, 135 miles per hour if you get one. So that's why it could cause damage, destruction, or worse. There's a lot of rain to come. 1, 2, 3, 4 inches of rain. That's why we've got that flood outlook, a level 3 risk out of 4. And we're already under the flood watch for tomorrow. So again, strong winds and the potential for multiple rounds of rain, those are the biggest impacts to the most people. Look at gusts, could be 40, 50 miles per hour, wind advisories, high wind warnings. That's what drives in the warmer, more humid air too. So my threat list, heavy rain still takes the top, but we got to look for that heightened threat for tornadoes that really is the one that causes the most concern and can be the worst. So to cover weather impact days and weather alert days, we've got that enhanced tornado risk, possibility for flooding, destructive winds. That's why we've got tomorrow's updates. Much different on Tuesday, still a breezy and chilly day. Temperatures way down, but we don't have to deal with any storms. And if we extend the forecast out, unfortunately, by Friday, another round of strong, potentially severe storms of weather impact day. WDSU first warning weather. We're going to be dealing with the storms from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. with one potential round of storms in the greater tornado threat, then another round by about midnight to 2 a.m., and then the windy and colder day Tuesday.